All right, let's see, I think, do we have audio issues? Hello. I think we have our audio issues cleared up now. So, I was racing to get those two 747s in a row out to you, and it was before we were intended to go on, and I didn't have all my final checks made. So I will sacrifice that occasionally to bring you something we don't normally see. Two queens in a row. So let me see. I still got a camera to set up here. But I think I'll wait until we see the arrival of American Airlines Flight 9799 from Los Angeles. It is a 777. So, and there you see a UPS MD-11, which looks like it's getting close to taking off. So we're going to turn our attention now to see if we can bring you the triple coming in from Los Angeles. I believe it to be that aircraft, which is peeking through some shrubbery. We're still not really officially on the air yet, right? It was supposed to be 8:30.
2853 Heavy, ready to go. American 2053, ready, willing, and able.
And I appreciate those of you who are trying to alert me of the audio issue. I realized it pretty quickly, but because of the sequence of events, I had to make a decision whether we will bring you the pictures or whether we will fix the audio. So that was what went into my decision making there.
How are you?
Hello.
How is it?
Good to see you.
Good to see you. Nice setup because of the fence, right?
Well, because of the sprinklers, really.
Sprinklers.
When the sprinklers come on, it's chaos.
Yeah, you used to bring that curtain and all that.
Yeah, I gave up on that. The sprinklers come on, I just drive away. All right, there's the triple from LAX. All right, so ends that flight from Los Angeles. You know, while that was landing, another 777 was going out to Los Angeles, and there it is. Flight 2853. So that was something I'd never seen before. I've seen planes come and go from the same destination before, but never two wide bodies. So, had some fun here to start the evening at Runway DFW. Now, let's see here. I want to set up our third camera, which I haven't had a chance to do yet.
22 RNAV 2 layer and 1 left to complete.
Clear to take off 1 left, RNAV layer for American 1222.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Well,
9799 heavy taxi.
pardon me?
The big bird just left.
Yes.
Sir, you did the same for American 97.
Yeah. Well, two of them.
Two of them. One was what? The earlier one was what? China?
One was Cargo Lux, and the other was UPS.
Thanks for this. I always follow you.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
That was my son over there. My son just.
Oh, okay.
He told me.
That's right. He told me that your that his dad was a follower of the channel.
Subscriber to
RNB Park 18 left, quick takeoff,
Yeah,
flight
check.
4069.
Looking for here.
Okay, have a good one.
Thank you.
Departure American 1222, good night.
All right, I have our secondary camera now working. I'll show you it. I'll show it to you. Here's our little setup here. We are, it's our viewpoint from the top of the F-150. But now I'm going to go put this, attach this somewhere. So bear with me. I think we're in a little lull here.
Okay, cross 20 left, cross 20 right, Charlie to the right, mark a local 3 Papa Charlie.
Okay, I'm going to play a little music and I'm going to set up our other camera and I'll be right back on Runway DFW.
Departure country 4069.
All right, we're back in business. Let's start the show, shall we, in the right way?
With a camera.
The following program comes to you in color.
Settle down here, shall we? It's Walt with you for our first Runway DFW After Dark of the new year. Thank you for tuning in tonight. We'll be here with you till, I don't know, 11:30. We'll see when the planes die out. And so we should have some... We started out with some good stuff, but we had an audio problem. So you can roll back and watch the two 747 cargo jets take off, and we'll get going here on Runway DFW After Dark. Well, let me see if I can push the right button here to get us to the date, which is Wednesday, January 10th, 2024. And welcome in to our little shindig here. We have already received a very kind super chat from Mr. Marco Hinton, as you see there. He said, good evening, Walt. Did you know on Monday the Emirates A380 to Houston diverted to DFW for a few hours? Yes. I was not in a position to race down here and capture that. I was following along on Flight Radar 24 on Monday, and thank you, Marco, for that $5 super chat. We just couldn't get down here, and I saw the pictures on Facebook and from others who were here. Let's see if we can catch this. Yeah, so we had the A380 from British Airways and the A380 Emirates, which was diverted from Houston. And they were here simultaneously and at the same time. So, yeah, sorry to have missed that, but that's just one of those things. We do have a UPS A380, which is just backed out. There it is there. We got a head-on shot of it. It's going to RFD Airport in the Chicagoland area in Rockford, Illinois. There's an A300 dating back to the year 2000. So it'll be 24 years old in July. Bit of a smoky start, would you say? Heath Shelton Look at that. He's gifted 5 Tri-Jet memberships to the great viewers of this channel. So thank you, Heath. We'll get some new members lined up there. So once again, we acknowledge Heath Shelton for those 5 Runway DFW memberships. Mucho apreciado. We've got something else to look at over yonder. Let me flip over here real quick, because it looks like we've got tonight Turkish Flight 192. This is a 7879 Dreamliner, which very often is taking off from the east side of the airport. Tonight, we get to see it lifting off from runway 18 left. And it's got the clearance for takeoff for the long flight to Istanbul. It is supposed to be getting very cold here in North Texas around Sunday night, down in the single digits Fahrenheit, that is. We may even get some precipitation. Now, I'd be up for coming out here and showing you some planes then, if I can get out here. But the problem is I live 50 miles away, and if the roads are icy in any way, I think I'll have to stay home and take care of horses and cat. Otherwise, it's a pretty pleasant night here. It's clear. 53 degrees, not too much in the way of wind.
Good evening, Airport 1721. Visual runway 1 right. Clear land runway 18 right, and planning to right turn off after Whiskey Kilo for your plane. Airport 1721.
It's a long takeoff run when you're loaded up with fuel to go to Istanbul.
Contact departure, good day, Turkish 5 Yankee Romeo, have it.
So here we are in the big F-150, which serves double duty as a hay conveyance and occasionally as a Super SAMU, the sprinkler avoidance mobile unit. And there we go back to the A300. Getting ready to lift off for Chicagoland. Josh Aldridge, Super Samu, he declares. Randy Bucksbaum says, so lots of Airbus orders from United Airlines, Air India, and Delta. Really steeped up fleets are aging. Time to upgrade. Besides, it will be years before delivery. That is true. Channel member Donnie White says, God bless you, Walt. Happy New Year, and Happy New Year to you and to all of our viewers. Channel member Mark Perry says, evening, Walt, and all. We here in Nashville get it very late Sunday night and Monday. Ugh, he's talking about the weather. The bad, cold weather. Blink if you love Runway DFW. Stephanie says, don't risk driving in Texas, ice and snow. You know, I consider myself to be a pretty good driver, but Texan, because I grew up in the Northeast and the Midwest, and so I know about foul weather driving, but Texans, for the most part, not so much.
Tower American 2405, 1 out of Netty, 18 right, south. 2405, you're to deploy, runway 18 right, clear land, and 2105. Clear land, 1 right, American 2405. Delta 680, John Bravo, Charlie to the ramp. 230.
So a little Cessna Cargo Master, I believe, in the background there. Well, we apparently suffered an anomaly there. I think we're back. Thank you for sticking with us. We have an Alaska Airlines flight coming in. Oh no, I'm sorry, it's American Airlines. Coming in from Seattle. It's like 2405 from Seattle. It departed 3 hours and 9 minutes ago on Airbus A321.
Cross 18 right at Zulu, hold short of taxiway Charlie. Movement in 056.
Airport takeoff, 18 left, Arnold Lauren, American 861.
Straight into the ramp, outload maintenance 05629.
I think in the background there you can see a plane that's apparently just lifted off from Love Field in Dallas. Very clear night. The plane that just went out of your frame is American Flight 861 to San Luis Potosi in Mexico. we'll follow along with this wide body as it approaches the takeoff line on runway 18 left. If you have just tuned in, you're watching Runway DFW live on YouTube. We are at Dallas Fort Worth International Airport in Texas, USA. And we come to you several times a week. We were here on Sunday morning. I'm not really clear when we're going to be with you next because of our changing weather patterns here in North Texas. Beto Basilio says hello from Arkansas. Hello, Beto. Super 80 Swiss Air denotes or celebrates or takes a look at one of the MD-11s. There are actually 3 of that type of aircraft here currently. That is one of them, the one that's closest to us. Let's see if we can get you a peek at the other 2. The other 2, pretty much all we can see is the tails. And I'll be honest with you, I haven't looked at the flight schedule for tonight. I don't know if we're going to see any more of those go out or not. We'll all be surprised together. Brian Henry, channel member, says Walter, C-17 might be crossing over DFW here in just a minute. It's coming in from the east at 34,000 feet. I don't know if I'm capable of bringing that to you. In the daytime, sometimes I can zero in on high-flying aircraft, but at night, it's a horse of a different color. American Flight 681 arriving from Cancun, an Airbus A321. There's our view to the East Tower. Oh, no, you're not seeing it, are you? Now you are. There's the East Tower of DFW Airport. The twinkling skyline of Dallas in the background. Sorry for that bouncing around. I believe that to be an Ameriflight cargo. We'll check on that in a minute. Obviously a plane without jet engines. Ameriflight 8712 off to Laredo, Texas. A Saab 340B was that one. And I pushed the wrong button. That was a 30-year-old plane. Should we give it a salute even though it's kind of up in the air? Yeah, why not?
1993.
Okay, that applies to the Saab aircraft we just saw take off, not the one you're looking at there, although I'm pretty sure that one's going to check in from the 20th century as well. All right, let's see what is happening here. While we're waiting for something to happen, let's just let you know that you're watching a little show we like to call Runway DFW After Dark. It's January 10th, 2024. Walt here with you for fun and excitement from one of the world's busiest airports, Dallas-Fort Worth. Be here with you for at least another hour, maybe a little more. We'll see how it goes. Happy to have you here with us on this Wednesday evening. We come to you from our mobile unit, Super SAMU, the Sprinkler Avoidance Mobile Unit. The sprinklers come on, we just tighten everything down and say, we're out of here. And our longtime viewers have seen us do that before. Alrighty. Let's see, we got a little plane coming in here, thin. I believe this to be another Ameriflight aircraft. Arriving from Lubbock, Texas. That is a Beech 1900C. We've got to dig back in the archives to give this one a salute. Let's see, let me double check that. Yeah, okay.
1989.
Is that Beech 1900C? You can kind of see there. We should be able to see it a little better in just a little while, but yeah, it came out of Lubbock, left about an hour ago, and here it is now. Nothing on the way in right now. We have a flight getting ready to depart for Monterrey in Mexico. It's an Airbus A319, American Airlines Flight 833. Wheels up for Monterey. So I've got a Beach C99, which I believe is the one on the left. No, that's the one on the right. I have just received notification that our friend James Webb, the channel sponsor of Runway DFW, has just favored us with a $200 super chat. James, you're too kind. Thank you so much. As in the foreground, we see a UPS 767. This is on its way to Louisville, the world port. It is another 20th century plane. Let's see if I can get the correct year for you.
1995.
Okay, 28-year-old aircraft. Again, this is going to Louisville. It be turning and burning. I think. Or is it just making its way over to the east side? It's teasing us. It has not yet achieved escape velocity. I'm not sure. Well, yeah. Yeah, this plane was not on the runway. It was taxiing. It was on a taxiway between and betwixt runways 18 right and left. So it may. Well, let's see what happens here. I think it's got to wait for an American Airlines plane to be taking off here. Flight 1458, which is destined for Oklahoma City. You'll see it there coming into the left side of the screen here. Just a sec. And the big UPS jet looks to be on a trajectory to go over the bridge to the east side. So unless it makes a hard right here, it does indeed appear to be bound for the east side of the airport. Another arrival from LAX Flight 2024. You may have seen this on... I saw that Kevin, our friend at Airline Videos Live, was doing a test, well, several test streams this afternoon. And I think I saw this plane taking off during one of his tests. It's an Airbus A321 coming in from LAX.
Alarm 18 left, clear for takeoff, runway 3344. 18 left, line of point, American 2962. Tower 2457 is with you.
So I do want to once again acknowledge the Major League Super Chat from James Webb. Thank you again, James, for that $200 Super Chat. And Going Slightly Mad, there you see, has just contributed a $10.11 Super Chat. Hi, Walt and other plane spotters. My son just flew in from DFW to Ontario, California this afternoon. American Airlines Flight 707. That is a great flight number. 707. I'd be proud to be on a plane with that flight number.
RNAV Larry, clear for takeoff, 18 left, American 29.
Here we are. And you know what I should do right now is to acknowledge all of our members, our channel members. So here we go. Pop this in here. And leading the list is a person you saw just a few minutes ago, James Webb, who's been very gracious with his contributions to this channel, our official channel sponsor. So thank you again, James, for that. And here come our Runway DFW quad jet members. I'd like to give a special tip of the Runway DFW hat to. And I compiled this list just before we went on the air this evening. So say hello to A-list flyer Chris. Well, 757 chip, of course, number one there. A-list flyer Chris, a moderator of our channel. Beaker and Honeydew. Bev A, another moderator. Cubs Win, Dan Griffiths, Deborah Klein, Dwayne C, James Webb. Boy, his name pops up a lot, doesn't it? Josh Aldrich, one of our mods. Kansas Av Geek, Lori M, Michelle RS, Pete Nordine. Michelle's another moderator, I must say. R. Bauer 25, Raina Taylor, Rodney, Skittles, and Will Hutchison, sorry. Our quad jet members, and you will now see, scrolling past you, our other members. And if you became a new member tonight, your name will not appear on this list, it will on our next one. So thank you to all of you. Flight 2457, Spirit Airlines, and Airbus A something Neo. As soon as it clear, I'm looking at the flight radar screen, it's kind of crowded. An Airbus A321 Neo on its way to LAX.
the runway left, clear for takeoff, keep the bus inside, American 2071. One at left, line up away inside American 785. On departure 2457, good night. One at left, clear for takeoff, American 785.
Carolina Aviation joins us, says hello, or good evening, sir. We don't have to be that formal around here, but glad we could, we can see you here, Carolina Aviation. I'm just trying to straighten out our... I see Beve in the chat. Hello, Beve, to you. I see channel member Johnny Dodge. Hello to all. Enjoy before Waltz and Igloo. It's not that cold tonight, Johnny. It's actually kind of nice. I am not at all perturbed by the temperature tonight. That'll be an entirely different story come Monday. What else do I see? I see Waz Radio in there, checking in from down under. I see Wellington Flights Live, speaking of down under, from Kiwi Land. Hello, howdy folks, great to see everyone. Hello, Wellington Flights Live. Kevin, be sure to check out his channel. Also, is Runway DFW on a motorcycle now? No, I am not. I'm right here on top of old F-150. There I saw a greeting from Beve. Hello, Walt. Lovely evening. I don't know what's happened to our little message things there. That's a little better. David Stover has favored us with a $10 super chat. It was nice to see my hometown airport, says David, who is a channel member. And I don't know, we're getting a little internet hit there. I saw some temporary little anomaly. So bear with us. These things usually come and go. These internet things. I believe that is Flight 1084, American Airlines. It's 737-800 going to McAllen, Texas. Down there on the border. And meanwhile, we have another another UPS A300, which is lighting up on the radar. That one will be going to Ontario, California. When we see it appear, we'll check it out for you. Here's the flight to McAllen. I'm seeing a lot of chatter online about the possibility that Air India may be getting ready to fire up a service from the subcontinent to here in North Texas. New subscriber Lauren Gibson. Thank you, Lauren. But yeah, the Air India, there's a very big Indian population in North Texas, and somebody crunched the numbers and found that most of the passenger, I guess the biggest chunk of passengers currently traveling between here and India are going to Mumbai and not to Delhi. So we'll see what happens, and if we get official word, we will definitely be out here if we can for that inaugural flight.
All right, left observer, takeoff, RNAV, Blair, Boy 35. 1 night left, one flight, American 567.
Did I say where that plane was going? It was flight 2298, an Airbus A321 going to Portland, Oregon.
American 2298, tonight.
Let's see, any sign of that A300? Well, it's popped up on the radar. Well, I guess we'll see what happens there. I do see also lighting up on the radar an American Airlines 777, which will be going to London Heathrow. I think that's it there, making its way in our direction. That plane will typically go over to the east side for takeoff. We'll see what happens tonight. There it is, passing in front of the International Terminal D.
Port departure on Boy 35. Good day.
And going in the other direction, American Flight 577 to Denver. 737-800.
American 1371. Departure American 577, yes.
Destination San Diego. American Flight 1798, an Airbus A321. There goes that 767 UPS, just took off from the east side. Here comes a Delta flight from Salt Lake City, here on the west side. That would be an Airbus A319. Lifting off there on 18 right is American 1371 to Des Moines, Iowa, an Airbus A320. Now, as for this Airbus A300 that we've been waiting to see, there it is. It's going to be as smoky a startup as that last one we saw. It's going to Ontario, California, is this one. It's a 21-year-old aircraft.
Hold short 18 left at Whiskey Lima, Delta 1301.
Meanwhile, it looks like the American Airlines 777 that we saw earlier is indeed going to take off from over here on this side. Look at that. It's the One World livery. What do you know?
Cross 18 left off the route at Whiskey Lima and off the route.
Yin Cathay Spotter says, good evening, everyone. Why is that so high? I'll move that down a little bit. Rob Blackman says, good evening, Walt and DFW family. Hey there, Rob. Craig Russell says that he has huge news for us. Let me see what that is. Just announced, Air India just announced that they are adding new nonstop service from DFW to Delhi starting February 1st, operating as a 777-300ER. Well, the announcement has been made. Craig, thank you for providing us with that breaking news. So February 1st, circle your calendar. I believe I saw a tentative schedule that would be coming in the morning. So, excelente. There's the 777 going to London. Here's the A300, which is now taxiing on its way to, where did we say that was going? Last track, Ontario, in California. So many planes. At night, no less. So an American Airlines flight to Colorado Springs has just been cleared for takeoff. You may be able to hear it there. But yeah, exciting news about the Air India. And if I remember right, this will be the first time Air India has ever flown to DFW.
RNAV Laird, 18 left, clear for takeoff, runway 3732.
18 left, line 20, American 70 Heavy.
Frontier aircraft just coming in from San Diego, an Airbus A320 Neo, with Wellington, the black-footed ferret adorning its tail. All right, there is the big 777. About to wing its way to the British Isles. There you see in the background another, you can kind of see it just above the cockpit of the plane. That's aircraft activity from over at Love Field, if I'm not mistaken. Love Field in Dallas, which is about, I don't know, 15 miles to the east of here. We don't always get such a clear view of it. In the foreground, you see that A300, which is going to Ontario.
Departure, good night, runway 3732.
I do believe it's time to go to London. Cubs win, who's one of our great Quad Jet members, has favored us with a $20 super chat, and I'll read that off to you after we get this plane off the ground. Heathrow bound. And I'd like to offer thanks to the Real Deal, Sarah Deal, gifting one Tri-Jet membership to our viewers. Thank you, Sarah. Well, let me get back here. To the super chat from Cubs Win, $20. Good evening, Walt, from soon-to-be frigid Oklahoma City. Get your long handles out. Got your long handles out. I don't know. I don't know how bad it's going to be here. Now, Oklahoma City may see a little more in the way of weather than we will. I don't know. Hard to say. But thank you again, Cubs Win, for that super chat and for your ongoing support of the channel. Much appreciated. DW checks in. Good evening, Walt mods and lovely people. We do have a lot of lovely people here in our chat room. Francisco Guerrero. Good evening, Walt and everyone from Modesto in Cali. And Maurice wants to know, what time will Air India be landing on the 1st of February? First of all, I don't even know what day of the week that is. I don't have my calendar in front of me. But I did read some speculation that it would be coming in in the morning. I think that's what I read. Like around 9 o'clock, something like that. Channel member and host of his own channel, Wellington Flights Live, Kevin says, "How are you, Walt? Are you back to full health? I was concerned. Barbara Sterling is back home after being in hospital, which is good." Yeah, I heard about that, and I was very sorry to hear that, and I'm glad to hear that Barbara P. Sterling is on the mend. Arriving from Eagle, Colorado, American Flight 2125 and Airbus A319. And I think we just had another membership gift. So it was from 01 Mike D, who's a channel member, gifting 1 Runway DFW membership. Thank you to you, Mike. And thanks to you, Sarah Deal, for your gifted membership. Project Flight Plane Spotter says, "Hello, Runway DFW." Hello to you. Channel member Donnie White says, "Go Cowboys." I think they're doing well in the postseason, if I remember hearing right. Those Cowboys, I don't follow the football that much. Hey, look what we have over here. In addition to the A300 going to Ontario, we have Qantas Flight 8 going to Sydney. That is a 7879 Dreamliner. I don't know, for some reason it seems to always have the brightest red marker lights of any plane that I see here at night. Greg G, a new member, says, "Hey from Santa Fe." Thank you, Craig. Got to meet Craig in person here a few months ago now, I think. Greg. Oh no, that's not. It's Greg celebrating 7 months of membership. Not a new member. I should have known that. Thank you, Greg, for being a loyal member of our channel. Justin Marks says hello from Dallas. M.R. Rice says, "Walt, it is on a Thursday." He said, speaking of the planned arrival of the first Air India flight. "Be a great day to visit DFW at Founders Plaza." Well, I know I've got that one circled on me calendar. Hey, we've got another 747 coming in. What? Yes. Lucky us. It's flight 168. It is Nippon Cargo Airlines coming in from Anchorage. I think we'll try to get as much of that as we can to you here as we swing the big camera around. It is currently peeking behind that foliage. But we'll get a much better look at that in just a minute. This is a 747-800. See, we said it's arriving from Anchorage. It's a 9-year-old aircraft. It's mostly painted white, so we'll should get a nice, clear look at it once it becomes visible to us. I see 4 engines.
You could not get behind the that's fine. Because, as you know, when you change your numbers, we'll be back.
Well, that's the only 747 we've seen tonight with the audio working correctly, but we did see two earlier taking off consecutively, a Cargo Lux and followed by a UPS. And what could be better than a 747 Queen of the Skies, you say? How about a trijet? This one is getting pushed back. I don't see it on the radar yet. Let's shift our focus over here to the A300, which is now taking off for Ontario, California. Keeping our eye on the Qantas jet now, which looks like it's moving into position for takeoff to Sydney.
Heading 190, maintain 10 down, 6 takeoff runway 18 left, on the safety. Runway 404, GSP back, runway 7 from the 2 hits
The Spirit of Australia is now on its way. There it goes off to Sydney. Oh, you can see it there in the background. Let's get a closer look at this tri-jet, shall we? Credit Wellness Solutions says hello from Eastern North Carolina. There you see that NCA 747 there. The tail is just disappearing there. Craig Russell says, news! News! We have news? We should have news. Here we go. Let's try that again. News! Delta Airlines plans to expand service at Austin with 3 new routes, increasing 2 routes. Yeah, Delta's picking up where Americans kind of pulling out of Austin. Not pulling out entirely, but scaling back in Austin. And Delta's moving in to fill the void there in the state capital. So that's the news. And of course, we did have the news earlier of the Air India coming to Dallas at the start of next month. So excitement abounds here in Texas. Channel moderator and Quadjet member Josh Aldrich says good night, everyone. And good night to you, Josh. Jose Aguilar says good evening, Walt from Houston, Texas. Sebastian's Cars, Planes, Trucks, and More says, hi, I've not been watching your streams for a long time, and I've returned. I'm so happy that you have decided to check us out again. Thank you, Sebastian.
Cross 18 left, cross 18 right, charting the ramp, local 832.
Well, look at that. A little Ameriflight popping in there. It's a Beech 99, C99. Don't know where that one's going, and look at what's behind it. It's an Ameriflight Beech 1900C. That one that's pulling up the rear is dates back to the year
1989.
So we've got, I think we've got an all 20th century lineup there, because we did not yet identify the big tri-jet here. So the tri-jet is going to be from the year
1991.
And this one's going to Louisville. We're having a little 20th century parade there.
RNB Park 2, pick up 111 American 2620. Break 4564, 1 left, 1 left, line up away to American 2564. American 1797, traffic close to death. Departure American 1797.
Now this is usually the route that the MDs take to trek over to the east side for takeoff, so we'll just have to keep our fingers crossed that maybe it'll instead take off over here. Would like to see that before we go. Irish Dublin. It says our newest member. I believe that Irish Dublin is a long-time member of the channel. I'll double check that in a moment. We must follow the big tri-jet.
B Park, surface takeoff, American 2634. 2564, clear for takeoff, 18 left.
So the tri-jet waiting now for 18 left to clear.
American 28402. See you at 2628, adios.
American Flight 2564 to Albuquerque is about to pass in front of it. There it is. So it says here Irish Dublin just became a member. Is that right? Well, thank you for becoming a member.
Switch it to departure, American 2564. Good night.
So it is indeed looking as though this plane is headed over the bridge.
RNAV B Park 18 left, clear for takeoff, American 2402. 18 left, line of buoy, American 1446.
So if we're lucky, maybe we'll get to see it take off. No promises, though. Things are quieting down a little bit over at the UPS facility. American Airlines Flight 1446 is going to the City of Angels, Los Angeles. It's an Airbus A321. Craig Russell with more news. Hold on a second, I got a news jingle here. Craig Russell with this news that Santa Monica Airport in California will permanently close down. Is that right? Well, kind of a big deal when an airport closes down. Steve Lundaby, a great channel member, says great show as always. Now it is time for bed. Until next time. Thank you, Steve, for being a member of our channel. As is Calais of Melbourne, Australia. Hey, everyone. Calais, you missed our Qantas flight of the night off to Sydney. Cajun Josh says, for a split second, thought it was the forbidden music. Yeah, no, the forbidden music, the forbidden music is this. But we don't play that. But if you are a member, you can hear that tune as well as its smooth jazz version on the members-only soundtrack for Runway DFW. Alright, things have slowed down just a bit here. Scanning the skies for planes coming in. I don't see any. Channel member Uncle Car Guy says, hello, Walt. Can we see a FedEx 767 off to Indianapolis, please? Well, it generally takes off on the wrong side of the airport for us to be able to observe, but we'll keep our eye out for it. We do have that MD-11, which is about to take off, so we're going to widen out a little bit to see if we can catch that go up in the sky. It shouldn't it looks like it's about ready to roll over there on 17 Center on the east side of the airport. In fact, we zoom in here, we should be able to see its big tail go through the shot, and then we can kind of judge how fast to follow it along. Let's see, there it is. What's going up there? Well, it's far away, but you get the idea. Well, what do you know? It's come round again to the top of the hour. It's 10 o'clock here in the Central Time Zone. You're watching Runway DFW After Dark with me, Walt, and we'll be here with you, I don't know, we'll see how things go because it's kind of slowed down quite a bit here. If things don't pick up, we'll sign off and come back another time, but otherwise we're here with you till whenever, so if you can hang out with us, hope you can. Very glad you're spending part of your evening with us on Runway DFW After Dark. Well, it looks like it's Wednesday, January the 10th, 2024. Again, it's our first Runway DFW After Dark broadcast of the new year. Where have all the planes gone? Well, there's a plane. That plane there would be American Flight 1203. It's going to Phoenix, Arizona, in Airbus A321 Neo. And we should also be seeing soon a DHL plane going to Cincinnati. This one has a very interesting, well, if the photograph I'm seeing here on Flight Radar 24 is any indication, it's a very interesting livery. It looks like it's been repainted. Almost looks like an ANA. So we'll see what that's all about.
1203, number 118 left.
1203, you see the turn of the depart from the white left to take off.
But this is the flight to Phoenix.
1203.
1203. See the American Airlines Heritage livery? I do. I love that livery. That was what American Airlines styled its planes with prior to the current livery. It's got that glorious sheet line going down the side of the plane with the red, white, and blue stripes and the simple, dignified AA adorning the tail. This is Flight 455 going to Austin, Texas. It's a 737-800. It's unfortunate we don't have more lighting to give you a better view of that livery. And now, of course, it's going to shine its bright lights on us, so we can't see it at all.
455 are now to land on the 1 left to take off.
Arnold Laird, 1 left to takeoff, record 455.
But yes, this continues to be my favorite American Airlines livery. Look at those stripes. Come on. Classic. Well, sorry to have had such a fleeting look at that paint job. We'll see you again sometime.
American 455 starting.
Departure, American 455, connect.
Ooh, we have another MD-11, which is sparkling on the radar right now. This one will be going to Rockford Airport in the Chicago area. And when we switch over to this camera, you'll see two MDs parked side by side. The one on the right, I believe, is the one that's going out, as it has lights flashing on it. Plus, the one on the left has its door still open.
American 2365, visual 18 right.
American 2365, this is the counter, 18 right for the land, room 2138.
18 right, clear to land, we're parking east, American 2365.
So the plane on the right dates back to the year. Let's see here.
All the best. 1992.
So there you go. So we'll see that pull out shortly. Don't have anything else to look at right now. Getting a bit dead over here. Oh, there it goes. A retaining wall has keeps us from seeing this in all of its glory as it backs out. Graphic sign and design. Says a great day of plane spotting, AVL test stream, then your awesome night stream. Thanks, Walt. Thank you, graphic sign and design. I do believe that let's see. I saw a gifted membership from Jose Aguilar, gifting 1 Runway DFW membership. Thank you, Jose. Certainly kind of you to do that. And it looks like Craig Russell is the recipient. And Craig says thank you. Look at how polite all of our viewers are. Polite and kind and giving. Luke says to the MD-11, west side is the best side for a takeoff. Well, I wholeheartedly agree.
takeoff.
RNAV to Lair, 1 left, cruise takeoff, American 997.
We'll get a better look at it in just a few moments here. We're going to cut away from this for just a second because we've got a big jet about to take off. This will be American Airlines Flight 997. It's going to Buenos Aires in Brazil. It is a 7879 Dreamliner. And it's about to head from the winter to the summer down there in the southern hemisphere.
Roger.
Good evening, American 1974 with the official warning rate. American 1974, the SCD is telling me warning right to land with 208. Equivalent warning right, American 1974.
Let's take a look at an Air Canada plane coming in from Montreal. It's an Airbus A220. And now we have two, count them, two UPS planes lining up to get out of here, get out of town. This one is in front of the MD that we saw pulling back earlier. This is flight 793, 767 going to Louisville. And this is just a 2-year-old aircraft. As of this month, celebrating 2 years this month. So not all cargo planes are old. Arriving from Las Vegas, this Airbus A321, flight 1974, American Airlines. Silvana Ferro just subscribed to our channel. Thank you, Silvana. And 757AP is now on the subscriber rolls. Thank you, 757AP. So now we've got
We are on the west side.
757 chip and 757 AP. So a little bit of a traffic jam over there as the 757 gets ready to pull forward. And there's a... Can we see it from here? Let's see if we can see it. I don't know if we'll be able to. But way back there, yeah, there's the MD-11 patiently waiting its turn as the heady aroma of jet fuel wafts its way over to our broadcast location. AJL15N is a new subscriber. Thank you to you. That's not very focused, is it? And here comes that MD-11. Now the MD looks like it's on the same trajectory. Well, I can't tell. Well, maybe it is going out on this side. We'll just see about that. There's the 757. 767, sorry. All right, this jet going to Louisville. The MD-11 behind it is going to Rockford Airport in Chicago area. Bill Platt is gifting 5 Tri-Jet memberships. Thank you, Bill. And we welcome our new members, thanks to Bill Platt. So we will get to see a classic MD-11 taking off over here on this side of the airport. Welcome to our new members. Thank you again to Bill Platt.
UPS 753, have you RNAV Park runway 18 to left, clear to take off. RNAV Park 18 left, clear for takeoff, UPS 753 heavy. Center flight 3971, DFW Airport, caution, make sure don't turn away off line of way. White left, line of way, center flight 3971. UPS 753 heavy, connect start tonight. Quick departure to Bank 753 heavy.
Evelyn MD. Celebrating 6 months of membership. Thank you. She says, thanks, Walt, for all the great streams, and thank you, Evelyn, for your continued support of our channel.
Somebody just crossed lane left.
Yeah, you're holding the position. Talking about.
Okay.
And Sarah, the real deal, says, I love MD-11s. Yeah, as I've said before, they're not, you know, between, speaking of tri-jets, between the MD-11 and the TriStar, I was a fan of the TriStar design.
Line up the wing, 18 left, American 2762.
Frontier flight off to Phoenix, Arizona, an Airbus A320 with a bird on the tail. Hang in there, folks. I gotta check something. I'll be right back. I better take my headphones off. All right, I apologize for that. I started to get a little sniffly, and I had to take care of that so that I wouldn't be slobbering all over the microphone here. Let's see what we got here. It's a Delta from Minneapolis, St. Paul, an Airbus A319, flight 866. All right, I'm looking at what's happening here. I don't know that we are expecting anything that would be worthy of our staying much later. All right, we'll kill the music. We say thank you to Kiwi Whispers ASMR, celebrating 3 months of membership. You were missed, Walt. Good night and be well, everyone. Thank you so much for that. Those kind words. Hope to see you again down here sometime soon, Kiwi Whispers. Super 80 Swiss Air, a fan of the groovy tunes. I see Pip Hastings in the chat. Pip Hastings Aviation. He just recently started streaming from Dallas Fort Worth, and we say welcome to you, Pip. Let's see. I think the this DHL Air, or this DHL plane operated by ABX Air, is about to make an appearance. Let's see if we can. It had a very unusual livery in the picture here. It may have been repainted since then. Let's see what it looks like. This is a 767 aircraft. It's a 13-year-old 767-300. Going to Cincinnati, and it definitely looks like it had been most recently an ANA aircraft. Oops. Wellington Flight 5 has been with us now for 8 months. Thank you, Kevin. Here's to a great year of streaming in 2024, Walt, and I wish the same to you as well, Kevin. So let's see if we can get a look at this plane. I think this may be our last plane of the night, and it is not unusual for this particular flight to be waved over to the east side for takeoff. I hope we'll get a good look at this plane. Will it be painted as ABX Air? Will it be painted in the DHL mustard and ketchup livery? Because the picture I'm seeing here, it looks like part of the front of the fuselage is just covered over with green paint or green stickers, and the ANA on the tail has been blocked out. And the picture says you can see some of the ANA slogan. Oh no, look at this. This is a ketchup and mustard. I like this. It's one of my favorite liveries. Look at that. So obviously I was looking at an older picture. Yes, I dig this livery. So that's two paint jobs that I really enjoy seeing tonight. This one and the American Airlines one. Is this going to turn and just take off here on 18 right? Certainly what it looks like. Whoa, ho, ho. I'll get to that in just a second, Mr. Bill Platt. So it was kind of an unusual maneuver. Not totally unheard of, but I've only seen that a couple times where a plane would take off from halfway down the runway on 18 right. There you go. Off to Cincinnati. And you know, I don't know if that's a new paint job or not, but it gets the Runway DFW endorsement. All right, well, I think that's going to wrap things up, but not before I go over here and punch a button here to acknowledge this tremendous super chat from Bill Platt. It's not even going to fit on the screen. He says, "Dear Walt, as your first mod ever, your stream got me through one of the worst times of my life. I was an alcoholic, tired of life, and in a black hole. Your help got me through it. I've never found a way to repay you. I'm in a better place now, and this is my thank you." That is, whoa. Takes me back, I don't even know what to say, but thank you, Bill Platt, and you know, if we provided any help in any way whatsoever, you're more than welcome. Thank you so much for that. And I don't know, I can't top that really, so we're gonna try to close things down here on Runway DFW After Dark. Thank you all for watching. It's not been our longest broadcast. How long have we been on the air here? Is that right? 1 hour and 44 minutes, that's all? That's longer than that. Oh, I think we had kind of an anomaly there and we had to restart our stream, but so that accounts for that. Anyway, golly, thanks for watching. I don't know when our next stream will be because of weather here in North Texas, but watch the channel. We'll let you know when we're going to be on the air again. And thanks to all of you. It's great being back, and we'll see you again soon on Runway DFW. Walt here saying happy contrails to you until we meet again. Good night, everyone.
flying in the nighttime.
For overseas acts and promotional consideration furnished by Pan American World Airways, the world's most experienced airline. Pan Am makes the going great. This is Dick Tufeld speaking.